Hey guys, what's going on? RarJ coming at you with another King of Fighters 98 Ultimate Match Online video. And today I wanted to go into a fighter that hasn't come out yet, but maybe if you're watching this in the future, he's already here. And that would be wonderful. What a joyous day, an amazing occasion, and just an all-around sunny day. Let's get into Mukai. Yeah, Mukai, the Rockman. He is an aptitude 15 gank fighter. He comes equipped with some pretty nice damage stats and really good resistance rate. Not gonna lie. Block power, crit power, okay. The rest are kinda lower and mediocre, but you know, his damage and resistance, not too bad. You know, that's pretty decent. He's got a feature of being a rock golem. Better than a rock lobster, but hey, when you got this much awesomeness blasting out of your body, you're a golem, not a lobster. Down in his fates, he's part of the Dark Boss team, which is Mukai, Magikai, and Saki. All three of those are API 15s. That's going to be a pretty hard fate to complete. Down here in Earthshakers, we've got Mukai, Orochi, Yashiro, and Damon. Not too bad, not too bad. That's going to be a little easier, a whole lot easier. And then we got Steel Body with Mukai, Zero, Brian, Joe, and Chang. The last three, Brian, Joe, and Chang, not very difficult to get those guys unlocked. Zero, he's a boss, but with the update to Global recently, we're able to get zero frags. So you know, start pumping out zero frags and unlock that guy. Down here, we're going to have an Earthshaking badge, and he's also going to need Judo tomes. So those are the exact same as Terry, so watch out, Tiger Genesis users, because he's going to fight Terry for your badges and tomes. Those are getting in short supply now. Down here with the with a small skill, it's going to be Rock Strike. It's a pretty good skill. It attacks a single enemy, decreasing their defense by 50%. It has a 35% chance to stun, also dealing an extra 40% damage against petrified targets. The skill will trigger every round after he reincarnates. Every round! There's no getting out of it. He's doing it. He's going to town with these guys. And overall, really good skill. I like the 50% defense debuff he's going to throw on somebody. It's going to help your entire team do more damage to that target. Pretty good. Chance to stun. I like his skill. His attack HP enhancement, he gets attack and health, not just one or the other, but both. Not too bad. Kind of a common thing on the API 15 characters. His ultimate move is Earth-Shattering, not just in name, but it literally will shatter the earth. It attacks all enemies, 30% chance to randomly petrify 2 enemies. Petrified targets cannot block or skill block, use rage, decreases 15% resistance rate, and effect cannot be dispelled. I think what they mean by skill block is resists, like Kula, Zero, Omega Rugal. They got resist moves. They will not activate if those characters are petrified. The main thing out of this is that it cannot be dispelled. This will eventually change with Instinct Iori's Lake Gate, but that will not be around for a very long time, and this will be a completely overpowered crowd control ability. I haven't even finished it yet, and it's already overpowered. The more enemies, the higher the chance to petrify. Maximum 50% chance. and the fewer the enemies, the higher the damage. After reincarnation, he will deal 40% extra damage to petrified targets. Well, this skill will deal an extra 40% damage to petrified targets. Effects increased after awakening his weapon. So, right here, this is going to become the bane of everybody's existence, because he will just be petrifying people left and right, and there's nothing you can do about it. So hopefully he's on your team and not theirs. Down here with his passive, we've got Magic Reincarnation. After Mukai dies, he takes on a golem form, restoring some health, and then he will reincarnate into his original form after 1 round, inheriting 100% of the golem form's health and 200% of its rage. He will get 20% control before reincarnation, and in golem form will get an additional 40% resistance rate and 40% defense. Will also absorb rage from anybody that attacks him, and after reincarnation will get a 30% attack boost and 30% HP drain. Mukai himself is immune to petrify, and he will recover 40% health after reincarnation, and that number will go up as you level up this skill. So, a couple of things here that need unpacking. When he dies, he's guaranteed to turn into this rock golem. The next turn, he's going to die, he crumbles to the ground. At the start of your next turn, he rises again in the golem forms, and he becomes a rock dude. And he doesn't do anything during this round. He won't ult, he won't attack, he just stand. He's a golem, right? He doesn't do anything. But in that form, he's going to get these crazy defensive buffs of 40% resistance rate and 40% defense. So he becomes extremely hard to kill when he's golem form, right? But also, on top of his defensive buffs, anybody that hits him is going to lose rage. So it's pretty amazing. And then the next turn, if that golem survives, he's going to turn back into his original form. But he will get back 200% rage, that whatever, hit that golem thing, it had rage. He's going to get 200% of that. So if he had half a rage bar from people punching him and stuff while he was a golem, that's going to go, boop, I have full rage now. So normally, when he comes back, he usually has his ultimate ready to go when he comes out of his golem form. And he gets a crazy attack boost, and he gets the extra health drain, which is just really amazing. And then even over here on his small skill, this begins triggering every round after he comes out of his reincarnation. So he really starts outputting a lot of damage after you kill him. So that's, and right here, this is the craziest part about him. You're looking at a tiger picture, but he's much like Kula, because he will ultimate on the first round once you max out his fight soul. He operates like a normal tiger, recovering rage whenever somebody dies, but he will have full rage first turn. So if you've got great priority and everything, even on your tiger teams, he's going to pop out right away and hopefully petrify somebody, and there's nothing anybody can do about it at this point in the game. His guaranteed resurrection, that's what makes Omega really strong right now, is because he's guaranteed to revive. It's an extra health bar, if you will, that's guaranteed every match you fight. And he's got the same thing going for him with his magic reincarnation. He's going to come back every single time. But on top of that, he's also got a very unique crowd control skill that can't be dispelled like everything else. He's kind of got it all. as far as, you know, being somebody that's going to cause a lot of damage and disruption to the other team. He's going to do quite a lot for you. He can also fit on many different types of teams, mainly because he's, you know, he has this overpowered aspect to him for a very long time, with his reincarnation and his petrify. It's extremely powerful, and, you know, therefore it kind of just puts him into the range of, you can stick him on just about every team and he's going to do great. He's going to make that team better. There's not much else to say about him other than all this awesomeness blowing off of him in his character card. I mean, they've put it in, you know, all these words into a picture, and they're showing it to us. Look at that. It even goes sideways. So, I mean, this is definitely a guy that you're going to want to consider to have on your team. If you didn't plan on him, definitely give him a second look before you pass him up, because he's going to be very, very strong for just about any mode you want to put him in, especially Arena. But I mean, in every other mode, he's going to be a very, very strong fighter. So definitely somebody to consider, and definitely somebody to watch out for if you're not going to use him, because this Petrify will get really annoying, and if somebody decides to combine him with Omega Rugal on a team, that's 2 guaranteed revives on a team. That's going to be very hard to deal with for quite some time. So, a couple things to consider, but I hope you guys learned a little bit about Mukai and whether or not he's going to be right for your team or not. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and have a good one, man. Peace.